speedrunning it.
I can tell. I've been around production long enough to know when it's like we're just gonna roll right into the next match. All right, Ned Revolver.
When it's Ned pre-Grand Finals, you can expect a speedrun.
Yes.
Although these two haven't played today, so this is a new set. You gotta reset those scores, my guy. My guy. Hey. Hey. Reset the scores.
Don't bully.
Hey, we did it.
Don't bully Warren. He's working very hard.
Don't believe his lies. So Squirrel's gonna show his face for a very long time here to open things up, just using that low profile and using that quick frame data to challenge Roy, get him off the stage. And now Ivysaur in the advantage state, looking to get something done, but no, the back air breaks the zone.
It very quickly turned into disadvantage. Now Ned kind of playing on the back foot, manages to get back on stage. And that's going to close it out. Very good fade back there into the side B.
Yeah, Charizard exploded. Just exploded from nowhere. And that was like 130 after the hit from center stage that Charizard died. Because Roy's kill power is exemplary.
And Revolver exploits that to a very, very high degree. Like, Revolver's one of those Roy players where they acknowledge the win condition that they need to get in order to get a stock. And like, that side B, I've seen Revolver kill with that side B super, super early. He knows how to whiff punish with that move better than most Roys that I have seen in this region.
Charizard will get the job done with a quick little up throw on that left platform, which means Squirrel's back out to play, but a quick answer back from Revolver, just getting a couple of hits of that side B in the corner, as you are wont to do. But Revolver finds some space with the jab, and looking for the down air.
Oh, sour spot. Still got ledge control, though. But then makes it back on. Now it's his turn. Both make it back on, and now, again, Revolver with the ledge. That nair, keeping Ned safe.
And Ned uses that nair from Ivysaur in spots where, like, he might even expect a parry, but doesn't expect you to mash the parry, right? And that might have been the situation there, because you saw Revolver parry, but then he didn't parry, like, the following hits. That's like, you know, a move that happens to me all the time where, like, I'm specifically going for parries, and I'm not ready for the multi-hits because I'm just not necessarily, like, on top of when I need to parry in a specific matchup.
I mean,
it could be a matchup call-out.
In a situation like that, it's rough. I mean, it's hard to keep track of, and it's hard to execute when you're in the moment, but when you do it, it's like you feel like a god.
Oh, yeah, for sure, but, you know, Revolver finds the back air. Again, that was center stage Charizard at like 130+%, but it's Charizard, one of the heaviest characters in the game, that Roy's kill power is just shining bright versus what's supposed to be the stock tank character for Ned. And the Squirtle might just explode. Nope. Okay, good DI, like up to the top magnifying glass just to get away. And again, avoiding these sweet spots just barely.
It's been good DI on Ned's part, too, because he is acknowledging that at the ledge, that's the option that he really wants to land, especially when he's on Squirtle. So he's acknowledging, he's like, all right, well, if I can just hit that jab, I just need to DI out so I'll be safe. And Revolver just has not been able to chase appropriately. But he's been getting the jab, but that Barrett keeps landing on the sour spot because he can't get enough momentum to get Roy out there to land the sweet spot. But that sweet spot back air, that's going to close it out, and Revolver going to be first on the board here in this set.
Barely finding that window. So, like, that's the thing about it. So Ivysaur's up air is a gigantic move, and Ivysaur's back air is a gigantic move. But you can, like, find that diagonal, and if you find that right timing between where the up air would be and where the back air would be, you can punish
pretty much
either of them. As long as it's, like, after the back air, and then, like, you can, like, if it would, like, if an up air would show, then it would be, like, when, like, above the back air's timing. It made more sense in my head. I didn't do a really great job of explaining it.
No, but I followed that.
That up air happens so fast and it's so big, so you really want to avoid the space of that because it's unreactable. But the back air is longer, and you want to like kind of slide over it, but under the other one.
Oh my God, that conversion. If he would have got the sour, back air, but switching to Charizard, staying alive.
Yeah, and finding just the perfect DI to get into the corner. Ned looking good on the Charizard so far, but he is battered and bruised for his trouble. And the poke of the shield, not gonna quite KO, because again, this is Charizard, and then catching a jump. That up smash so good at just stopping things in the air.
Yeah, one thing that Ned's been doing is he's been adjusting, well, the adjustment that he's been making is doing a lot more run-up moves just kind of as that F tilt takes that shot. He's been doing a lot more run-ups towards Revolver. He's getting in his face and also just kind of throwing out moves. Like with Charizard at high percent, he's been throwing out a lot of running F tilts. He's been throwing out a lot of running up smashes, just in an attempt to kind of catch Revolver sleeping as he's trying to get into the air.
Just finding a way to like counter tempo the Roy, right? Because Roy is a tempo character. He's like no projectiles to speak of, so you have to find your opportunity and then like maximize every single one. But Ned's Pokemon trainer is not like camping as the response, right? He's not like shutting down the tempo. He's setting the tempo in his favor and like finding ways down from platforms and finding ways to dash in at ways that Revolver isn't necessarily anticipating. It's working out greatly here on this second stock.
Oh, that perfectly spaced back air doesn't get both hits. That back throw is going to give Ned some pretty good positioning. Oh, he went a little bit too far. That's really unfortunate, but the best thing that you can do is just kind of shake that off, pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah, Revolver's pretty good at that. We saw that in the Able set, right, where he sometimes over fast fell. Like, you can't really control the speed of Roy sometimes. He's just so fast, especially when that fastball just catches you unawares.
Back throw. Oh, not spacing that back air close enough. Manages to get a down tilt and a down smash.
The triple regrab. And just using the Vine Whip to trade as much space as possible. And what a great confirm on the platform.
That was so sick.
I love that one.
But I say Ned was just like, you know, I got those down air confirms too. You're not the only one. I was clean. I was really clean. So now one game apiece. Gonna be interesting to see. I'm pretty sure they're just gonna stay on PS2 for the entire set.
I think,
unless there was a counter pick that I didn't
Joe,
see.
that since we both sat down, there hasn't been a counter pick.
Yeah, not really.
4 sets?
Pretty much.
1, 2, 3, 4.5, half of this set. Well, it's 1-1. That's, you can call it a half a set.
Okay.
It's been all stadium or small battlefield.
Understandable.
Oh no, Icon did Final Destination in semis as the only stage counter pick this entire time. Isn't that wild?
That's pretty wild.
At our level, I feel like we think about stage counter picks too much, and at this level,
oh, honestly, I don't care what stage I go to.
At this level, it's just like, yeah, Stadium 2 is whatever.
Ned's sitting pretty at 88%. Oh my God, and Revolver is starting to chase aggressively with these jabs.
Use that speed to your advantage. Charizard's a fast character, but Roy is faster.
Yeah, I mean, you saw Ned was...
Hello?
Oh! What a call out.
Ned is so good at just finding these Flare Blitz opportunities. We saw that a little bit earlier, like before our block, in that set versus Predations. He called out just like that Steve was going to throw a minecart in this really weird double jump scenario. And it's like, I'm going to just Flare Blitz it, and it's going to kill you and create an insurmountable lead. That's the thing about Ned's Flare Blitzes in particular. It's like, it's in these situations where if the reward pans out, it's insane for his momentum.
Then not killing 167, managing to make it back. Nair covering the spot dodge. Another Nair, 2 Nairs, 3! Parries the 4th one. that back air finally closing out the stock. Almost close to 200% that Charizard living to.
But Ned buying so much space and so much percent here. With that Charizard's last gasping breaths, that Squirtle might have like a clear landing zone. And ooh, I think he was covering the platform, but just good fade back.
About to say a little bit too hot. That was good presence of mind on Revolver's part. Chasing with the down tilt again.
If you're Squirtle, you got to be afraid of every single one of these parries because the way Revolver's been punishing off a parry has been super scary, and Squirtle is one of the lightest characters in the game, and Roy's kill power is not to be understated.
Oh, just like there, but he went too far with that back throw. DI on that almost killed him. No tech on the wall. Gets back on stage. Up throw. Almost, but one more interaction like that, it's going to kill.
There you go. After the up throw was staled immediately, as soon as you walked a little bit forward, that means that the forward throw is in play. Charizard not without many kill options here, which is why you love to have him in the back pocket. You don't have to play Charizard the entire game, right? You have like good neutral on the other two characters, but when push comes to shove, these kill options are fantastic.
Trying to anti-air him with these nairs. Revolver's showing some pretty good patience right now. Doesn't want to overextend too much. Another nair.
Covering the platform so well. Covering the ledge get up so well.
Down smash, but Revolver's still living. Ned wanted to go for the spike, but he's not going to get it. Both players going super off deep for the edge guard.
Oh! That was the jump read. Revolver jumped, and that's exactly what Ned wanted.
Still living. Over to Squirtle. Trying to do the nair on ledge. Wanted to grab him, but didn't get it.
Using these directional air dodges so well to be ambiguous on where he's landing across Revolver's shield, but Revolver not going to fall victim to it 3 or 4 times in a row. Gets the up air to sweet spot, and that's going to make this a last stock game, but still the damage is already done. Ooh, okay.
So you just gotta watch it, because at ledge here, this is where Revolver can win the game.
But you know what wins a lot of games is that stupid back air. That move is so big and so violent that Roy is gonna explode.
Strongest tail in the universe. That's, oof. And Revolver, I mean, he was starting to come back there. That was like really scary for Ned because he was starting to bring it back. All he really needed was just one interaction that put Ned at the ledge, and that probably would have been it. Because, like, in Revolver, he's getting closer and closer and closer. It's just, it's converting and making sure that you get the situations that you need to win. It's just the consistency that's been the problem in this set. Because he's had so many opportunities to close out stocks fairly early. It's just the execution has been off, or the DI has been off, or just the wrong read was made. Just needs to dig deep and really focus on what Ned's doing, because if he can capitalize off of like that one mistake, and that's when he's going to start bringing those stocks in earlier. That's when he's going to start getting those leads earlier. Right now, Ned with a pretty sizable lead, almost got that ledge get up with the forward smash, but here comes Revolver chasing down. Trade there, puts them both back in neutral. Run up down tilt.
I feel like that's just sort of the way Ned plays in general, what you were describing, where it's like you can feel like that your punish game or that your advantage state game is labbed to a T, and then you play a player like Ned who just is so confident in his movement with every single character that he plays, including all of the Pokemon Trainer cast, that all of a sudden these confirms and these like jabs to back airs that you are landing the entire bracket suddenly are not finding their mark, right? And well, okay, Revolver is going to find that. I believe it was the double-edged dance to get the job done there, but you know, the Charizard answers back. But you need to be not like, you can have your combos lab 95%, and then Ned will find that 5% window to just make you pay. So you need to get to 99.99% with your movement in order to make sure that your whole advantage state works perfectly versus a player of Ned's caliber.
right, back in neutral now. Revolver gets a grab. Back air, putting Ned by the ledge. Drop down back air, shielded, not gonna quite do it. They're just swinging at each other, and a lot of it's whiffing. That trade putting Ned in a bad spot.
Ned used every single inch of that corner on Pokemon Stadium to get away. Normally, you'd feel like that jab from Revolver's, that's what I'm talking about, right? The jab from Revolver's positioning would have covered, I think, like a lot of people's ledge rolls away, but...
See that tether recovery? The way that he bounced himself up to keep level with Revolver as he was trying to get back to stage and just finish that sequence with the spike. Yes. Ned is on a mission. He wants that run back against Iken.
And holding down on those tethers again from the ledge is to make sure to punish. Every little inch that Ned can take, he will take it.
But there's still signs of life from Revolver. 92%, all he needs to get is some good damage. And win some neutral interactions. Well, that clank there, Ned comes out on top of it though. Runs into the tether.
All right, that Nair is going to break the zone brilliantly here for Revolver, and he tries to get the punish, but that, okay, so he only punished the one hit, but then was able to use that up B armor to continue the parry's advantage state.
Got Ned on the platform, switch over to Charizard, forward tilt.
Takes the hit.
Ned's gotta watch it. There we go, finally, jab back air. That's the hit that he needed, and now we're going to another game.
Yeah, game number 5 again. And Blind is losing his hairline slowly but surely over there.
This is what I like to call the spectators' win and the TO's nightmare. Because everybody's getting a really good show, but all the TOs and productions are just kind of watching this. It's like, oh, cool.
I want to go to bed. It's okay. It's not raining out anymore. I can walk home at any time. And I'm working from home tomorrow, so like, whatever.
I work closing shifts, so I don't got to be in until 9:30. So I'm like...
Well, aren't you the bee's knees, Joe? Let's see how this game shakes out on Pokemon Stadium between these two competitors. Revolver answered back exactly as... We were talking up Ned quite a bit in this positioning there, but you know, Revolver found those punishes in the spots that he really needed to, even versus Ned's impeccable DI, and he's got to keep that going here. Did that eat a jump? No. And somehow sneaking by that gigantic down air from Ivysaur.
I'm about to say that up B, it's got a pretty decent amount of invuln on it from the start, so or a couple of hits of super armor. So I'm surprised that for how big that up B.
What a fake out! It looked like Ned was either going to go for like a back air or land on the platform, but instead he just empty landed and got that forward tilt in space, and the tipper hit on that forward tilt is so strong from Charizard.
And Revolver almost responded back there with the stock.
Oh, what a great switch from Squirtle, and now he's going to be able to push the advantage state because as he finds that hit, and as soon as I was like, as soon as I was like, this is Squirtle's advantage state to be had, here's an up air.
So Revolver likes to do that a lot as kind of a check to see if your pressure is true or not. Likes to throw out up air on the falling tide whenever he's in a string, in a juggle like that. Because if it's not 100% true, up air comes out really fast. So it acts as kind of a combo breaker. So if you're not 100% on point with your punish right there, oh my god.
Perfect spacing to avoid the get-up attack, and that's one of the Ivysaur tricks that's always in your back pocket is the rear back of that forward smash. It feels like that get-up attack will reach a lot of the time for a lot of these characters, but it isn't quite there.
Ooh. Oh, Revolver almost responded back with one of his own, just like, all right, I got those tricks too.
That Pokemon swap actually afforded Ned the time to react with a double jump to the charge. Because there's a little bit of a float in the Pokemon Switch every single time.
Oh, that nice nair coverage on the platform right there. Back air out of shield. Kind of poking away deep into the back air. Had to be careful though, because on shield that would have been a punish. Now Now Revolver's got the ledge. Ned makes it back on. Both have center stage.
No sweet spot on the double edge dance. Sweet spot on the forward tilt from across stadium won't quite get the job done, but the forward air that time will certainly do it. And now this is a scary spot to be in.
Last stock for both players. It's all going to be who overcommits first. Ned doing it in a good spot. Doesn't have any percent on him. Revolver at 105. All it takes is just a couple of interactions. There's one.
A little bit of a missed time on the dash, and you cannot give up 3% to Roy because he will take anything you've got and run with it. We've seen how good Revolver is at just finding these maximum punishes, you know, like catching a roll across with a forward smash on a sweet spot, things like that, and now this is scary. Whew. Okay, good safe landing.
The spot dodge!
And
that
double edge dance at the ledge certainly would have killed even Charizard.
Sour spot. Catches in the up smash, and that's going to do it. Ned is going to take it in a Game 5 set. He gets his run back against Icon in Grand Finals, sitting on the loser's side. And Icon